Alright, here are 3 things that you need to know about when you buy a 1980s BMW. So number 1 is when you buy a 1980s BMW, sometimes they get a little weird and the electronics are totally off. Some things just won't work. So for example, in my car when I bought it, the radio didn't work at all, the speedometer didn't work, the odometer didn't work. The only thing that really worked was the tachometer, and pretty much everything that I was able to gauge, like the oil and the coolant, those things work still. But even the heat and the AC didn't work. But those are kind of some things to keep an eye out for when you buy one. It's nothing major. It's not going to threaten whether or not you should buy the car or not, because it's easy to fix. But something to keep an eye out, and I'll show you real quick. Alright, starting up my car here, you can see that some things are not quite working. But anyways, so here's my speedometer and my odometer. My speedometer does not work. I can go as fast as I want, as slow as I want, it will not work. Another weird thing is when it comes to the electronics, the gas gauges aren't always accurate. Mine won't go up all the way to full. It'll just kind of sit at just above half and it'll stay there for quite a while. Then all of a sudden it'll just almost get down to empty. Another weird part of the electronics is this check control panel. On some cars they work, other cars they don't. Mine still works, but not the button for some reason. So if I want to hit the button, won't do anything, but it'll still tell me when things are wrong. Alright, so if your speedometer doesn't work, it might be good to get an app called Digi Hut. Digi Hut is an app that you can use on Android that actually will show you your speedometer. Keep track of your mileage as well. So as you can see, since I bought the car, I put 4,384 miles on it. It'll keep track of my speedometer, also give me my direction, it'll give me my fastest speed, and you can also set warnings on it as well. Alright, another weird quirk happens to be with the seats, and I'll show you with mine. Alright, so I have the comfort seats. Something that's kind of funny in this car is when you're hitting the buttons, they go really fast. Some things don't even work. It's kind of weird. Lots of people like to look on the sides, kind of like on a Mercedes or in even newer BMWs where the buttons are usually on this side here. On these 1980s BMWs, usually if you have electronic seats, the buttons are right in the center. It's kind of funny. My last weird quirk about the 1980s BMWs happens to do with the sunroof. What sunroof, you might say? So, what sunroof, you might say? Well, it happens to be that it's an electronic moonroof. What's weird is actually that you can use a Saab moonroof and put one in, so you can actually see through. It's weird that BMW for some reason wanted to cover this up so that way you couldn't see through and use glass. During those same years, Saab was still using and Mercedes were using glass. Kind of weird quirk. Mine happens to have the electronic, which is really nice, but other ones are crank. Alright, thanks for taking a look at my 1987 BMW 528e. Appreciate it. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'm going to be posting more E28 videos soon.